guys. Well, Tony, you accepted my challenge, I guess, if you consider that a challenge, so I'm accepting yours. Definitely brave enough to answer all 50 questions. And I was gonna write the answers down, so I have something to go by. I'm just gonna go. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? See, Tony, you thought this one was how old do you feel? I took this more as, I guess, how old would you choose to be, kind of, or how old do you, I don't know, maybe you're right, but I would probably change it based on the situation. Like, if my parents are asking me to drive to the store and go pick up my brother and all this kind of stuff, then I'm 12. I can't do that. I can't drive. I'm not old enough. But if I want to go to Houston to go to a Quidditch tournament, then I'm definitely like 25. Yeah, so I'd change it. Which is worse, failing or never trying? Usually never trying, but in the case of bungee jumping, I would have to say that failing is worse. Definitely worse. Pretty much anything that can result in your death if you fail, I would say that never trying is the better option to go with there than fail. If life is so short, why do we do so many things we don't like and so many things we don't do? And like so many things we don't do? Well, because people are afraid to take a chance, and because people are afraid to stand up and say, I don't want to do this. I'm one of those people that is scared to say, I don't want to do this most of the time, because I'm too nice. I'm learning that. I'm too nice sometimes. A lot of times. When all is said and done, will you have said more than you've done? Heck yes. My parents talk about how I'm this all the time. I don't ever shut up. I like talking. I like communication. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I'm not the only one either. What is the one thing you'd most like to change about the world? I wish people would have more fun that's innocent. I wish people would stop thinking that they're too old for something, that they're too good for something, and just have fun. You know, I'm on the Quidditch team, for goodness sakes. I run around with a broomstick between my legs. How much more retarded can you get? But I have the time of my life with those guys. I love it. I love the game. I love the people. You know, you gotta stop being so afraid to look like an idiot sometimes. Just have fun. Enjoy things. If happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich? Something to do with books, reading or writing, creating books, editing them, reading to the masses and reading people books, sharing things that I'm passionate about with other people. Are you doing what you believe in, or are you settling for what you're doing? Both. It depends. I mean, I'm in college. I've got to take gen ed classes. But, I know that's not what it means. But, yeah. I'm a people pleaser, so it's hard. It's hard because I like to do what people want me to do and push my own wants aside sometimes. So yeah, sometimes I settle and I do what other people want me to do. But I'm happy. So I guess that's all I can ask for. If the average human lifespan was 40 years, how would you live your life differently? Well, since I'm almost halfway there, I'd still have half a life left. So I would... Everything that I keep putting off, that I keep saying, well, this can wait, which is not too much, but there are several things. I'm a procrastinator by nature. So, you know, anything out there that I am saving, I guess, for getting older, or that I can't do right now, I would, you know, put all my efforts into getting those things done. And I would definitely make sure that I was married and had kids before my life ended, because I definitely want to have kids. And I definitely want to get married. They go hand in hand, so that was implying, yeah. Okay. To what degree have you actually controlled the course your life has taken? I don't know. My parents were, I don't want to say they were controlling, but my parents have always been, I guess, strict. Certainly not as strict as some of my friends. I've got the lenient wild parents, apparently, according to my circle of friends. So, you know, there are obviously certain things that I can't control. I'm only 18. I mean, I've just hit the point where I can pretty much make my own decisions, most of them. So a lot of it's been controlled, but I feel like I've definitely had input. I mean, I don't feel like I've been shoved into something that I don't like. So, are you more worried about doing things right or doing the right things? Both. Both, but I'm probably more worried about doing the right things. Like, I freak out that I'm gonna do something wrong, whether it be wrong morally or wrong, I don't want to say socially, because then it sounds like I want people to like me, and I don't really care. Like, I worry about doing things wrong all the time. Doing the wrong things, I mean. You're having lunch with 3 people you respect and admire. They all start criticizing a close friend of yours, not knowing she's your friend. The criticism is distasteful and unjustified. What do you do? Well, see, the thing is, I probably wouldn't admire people that would act like that. I probably would not respect and admire people that act like that, that would do that. Especially because my best friend is, like, it'd be really difficult to just, like, criticize her like that. She's quiet, she's sweet, and it's great. She's like my sister, but, well, I guess it says a close friend, doesn't have to be my best friend. But, yeah, like, J.K. Rowling wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. Then again, I respect and admire John Lennon to an extent, and he would definitely do that. He's, like, the one person in the world that would definitely just say whatever he wants about somebody. So, I'd probably defend them, like, kind of quietly, but definitely stand up and defend them. Like, I'm not gonna be like Tony and scream at him like that, but I would definitely defend my friend. If you could offer a newborn child only one piece of advice, what would it be? Kind of like the changing the world thing. I would probably tell him, make sure you don't grow up too fast. Don't grow up at all. Don't grow up at all. You can act like an adult. You can be an adult but not have to always act like one. You can be immature sometimes. You can be silly. You can watch a Barney video. I did that, like, last summer. I started watching some Barney videos. The old ones suck. The late 90s ones are good. Yeah, you don't always have to, act your age. So, would you break the law to save a loved one? Like, save their life? Well, yeah, heck yes, definitely. I guess it depends on the loved one, but to get them out of trouble, possibly not. Like, my brother, no, I would not break the law to get my brothers out of trouble. No, because then I'd be in the same boat as them. But yeah, to save their life, or their health, I guess, definitely, absolutely. Have you ever seen insanity where you later saw creativity? Exhibit A, The Beatles, absolutely. And myself, and people, but, you know, artists and things. But yeah, you know, whenever I first heard about the Beatles, you know, the, like, late 50s and 60s and whatnot, and drug kind of stuff, it's kind of associated with them to an extent. And obviously I'm like, these people are weird, but I adore the Beatles now. What's something you know you do differently than most people? Oh. I think differently than a lot of people sometimes. I mean, I talk to myself and stuff, but I know other people do that, but I narrate my life in my head sometimes. Like, I almost think about if I were in a story, if I were the main character in a story, how would this sound? I feel like that's weird, sorry. Where am I? How come the things that make you happy don't make everyone happy? Because everyone's not me. Because I think Tony, I think that's what she said, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And, well, because a lot of things that make me happy are simple, and just, they may not be stuff that you would expect an 18-year-old to be happy about, like Harry Potter. Most people, well, I guess because it's such a big phenomenon and everything, so many different ages love it, it's not exactly the best example, but a lot of people, there are a lot of people that I know that, you know, thought I would grow out of that and that kind of thing. And I like things that don't necessarily fit my age sometimes, because I'm sentimental and don't like to let go. What one thing have you not done that you really want to do, and what's holding you back? Well, I want to get married and have kids. What's holding me back is that I'm 18 years old, and my family disapproves of me. Pretty much everybody I meet disapproves of me getting married at 18 years old, and I'm financially unable to do that at the moment. And mean, I'm in college, and so I can't have kids yet. Well, I can, but I mean, I'm not going to. That's a bad idea. Are you holding on to something you need to let go of? Yeah, probably. I should probably put this down. I know that's a terrible joke, sorry. Yeah, I guess. I don't really hold grudges, but kind of like if stuff happens, it goes into my overall opinion of you, kind of. And I guess there are things I should probably, mostly relating to my brother or my parents or something, that I should probably just let go. And I try. I don't even realize I'm still holding on to it until I like bring it up in a conversation one day. And you remember that time that she did this? And by then it's like, oh well. I need to go faster. It's like, I've been sitting here for 10 minutes, and I'm only on like 18 out of 50. If you had to move to a state or country besides the one you currently live in, where would you move and why? I would either move to England or Germany. And if I lived in Germany, I would live in Nuremberg. Not Nuremberg, not where the trials were. Nuremberg, which is near the Switzerland and France border. That's where I went for the summer for my senior trip. My stepdad has friends there, and they're some of the sweetest people, some of the nicest and funniest people that I've ever met. I love them so much, and I only knew them for 2 weeks, and I feel like they're family. I kind of like you guys, but do you push the elevator? Oh, and just I love England. But do you push the elevator button more than once? Do you really believe it makes the elevator faster? No, but buttons are fun. Buttons are fun. Pushing buttons. It's like I always wish I could pull a fire alarm, but I'd get in a lot of trouble for that. But yeah, pushing buttons is fun. Would you rather be a worried genius or a joyful simpleton? Can I switch it and be a joyful genius? I don't know, because I'm a worrier, so I'm gonna cheat and go with Tony's answer of both, bit of both. Why are you you? Because I like being me. Because I want to be me. I have fun being myself. I wouldn't be anybody else for the world. Have you been the kind of friend you want as a friend? I hope so. I try really, really, really hard to be that way. Which is why I worry so much about doing the wrong things. Because I like to be the kind of person that I would want to be around. For myself, not necessarily for other people. Not worried about them liking me, I'm worried about liking myself. Have you been the kind... I already did that one. Sorry. Which is worse, when a good friend moves away or losing touch with a good friend who lives right near you? They're both worse in different ways. Because if a good friend moves away, then you're still close, and you lose them, and you're forced to lose that closeness. But if you lose touch with somebody who's still close, like physically close, then it kind of was meant to be, and obviously you guys weren't as good of friends. And then you can always pick it back up, if you really, really want to. What are you most grateful for? My life, my friends, the opportunities that I get, and the fact that I'm able to enjoy life as much as I do. Would you rather lose all of your old memories or never be able to make new ones? I'm with Tony on that. That's a terrible question. I'm not picking either of those. Because I'm very sentimental. I love my memories, but I will not. I need to get new ones. I mean, I can't just... If you can't make any new ones, you just wallow over the old ones, and you miss it. And then you can't even, like, replace it with better ones, you know? Is it possible to know the truth without challenging it first? I'm kind of learning that no, not always. Not always. A lot of times, you kind of have to go and read the other side before you can say that you agree with this one. I'm learning that slowly. That's my fiance's work. He's teaching me that. Definitely working on that. Has your greatest fear ever come true? Okay, well, I have a phobia of bugs. The one that's a compound word and starts with a C and then there's an R in it. And if you can't figure it out, I'm not going to say it because I hate the word even. But, so, yeah, I have a phobia of those. And so I guess one of my worst fears is, those things. And so, yes, it comes true way more often than I ever wanted it to. Yeah. But greatest fear as, like, people I love dying, no. That's, well, one of my teachers did. One of the best teacher I ever had in my life, she did that, but that's another story. We'll not get into that. Do you remember that time 5 years ago when you were extremely upset? 5 years ago would have been 2006. Oh, I don't even know. I was in 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade that year. I know that because Deathly Hallows came out in 2007, yeah. That's how I know that. No, I don't remember being extremely upset. Because I remember the happy times, not necessarily the sad ones. And no, it doesn't matter. Whatever it was that upset me, doesn't matter. No. What is your happiest childhood memory? What makes it so special? I have several. I have a whole bunch. I cannot narrow it down to one. I really can't. Birthday parties are fun. My birthday parties are always good. I always do really good ones. At what time in your recent past have you felt most passionate and alive? I don't know. Because it says most, and I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. Not that I haven't felt passionate and alive, but, I mean, I'm pretty darn happy and excited, and sometimes I get really excitable for no reason at all. So, I'm not quite sure, exactly. If not now, then when? Well, I'm a procrastinator, so tomorrow. Later. Just another time. We'll do it later. We have time. There's plenty of time. It's due in 5 hours. We have 4 hours left. If you haven't achieved it yet, what do you have to lose? What? I don't quite understand the question. Now I feel like an idiot. If you haven't achieved it yet, what do you have to lose? Everything? Have you ever been with someone, said nothing, and walked away feeling like you had the best conversation ever? Yes, my best friend is like that. My fiance's like that a lot of times. We can just kind of sit together, just, kind of be together, and it's fine. And my best friend, I can also, not talk to her for a long time, and nobody feels upset that, we're ignoring each other or anything. We just, yeah, I definitely have that. Why do religions that support love cause so many wars? Because it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to do something than to say that you agree with something. Because people can say, yes, I definitely support this. I go for this. It's a lot harder to actually go out and prove it. And because people like to disagree about the stupidest things in religion. Stupidest things in the world. Because they just do. They don't pick the big things. The big things, is there God or is there not God? They don't pick that. Because everybody's like, yeah, sure, we'll agree on that. And then they'll, fight over, whether you should eat chicken or you should eat pork. And I'm like, what? No. That's stupid. Why would you? That's stupid. Is it possible to know without a doubt what is good and what is evil? Not always, no. No. Because it goes by situation, so no. If you just won $1 million, would you quit your job? Well, I hate my job, and it's a scholarship job, so probably not. I mean, well, if my college would be paid for, that would be nice, but probably not. It would be boring. What would you do? What would you do all day? But, yeah, college job, yeah, probably. Not work in college would be nice, but, an actual job, full-time, after college, no, I wouldn't quit. Would you rather have less work to do or more work that you actually enjoy doing? Probably more work that I actually enjoy doing. I don't know. Less, because then I can devote it to things that I do enjoy. Either way, I get to do stuff I enjoy, so either one. Do you feel like you've lived this day 100 times before? No. No, I feel like today's a really good day. I feel like it is. When was the last time you marched into the dark with only the soft glow of an idea you strongly believed in? Whenever I told my parents that I wanted to get married at 18, or get engaged at 18, married possibly at 19. Yeah, that would be 19. About to turn 19. But, yeah. So I guess that kind of counts as that, because I was walking into the darkness of parent disagreement, explaining an idea that I definitely believed in, fully believed in. If you knew that everyone you know is going to die tomorrow, who would you visit today? I would probably be the one to visit everybody. I'd just call everybody together and say, look, we don't have much time left. Let's everybody get along and have fun together and just have one last hurrah before we all go out. Would you be willing to reduce your life expectancy by 10 years to become extremely attractive or famous? Absolutely not. Because I don't care about being attractive, and I don't care about being famous. I don't. And I definitely would not want to reduce my life for that. Why would you do that? What is the difference between being alive and truly living? Like Tony said, being alive means that you are physically alive, and truly living means that you're actually enjoying the moment. You're doing things. You're taking life with both hands and using it. When is it time to stop calculating risk and rewards and just go ahead and do what you know is right? See, that's my problem. I keep calculating risk and rewards and stuff, and I don't ever, like, then I get too freaked out and don't do it. I get scared. Yeah, that's me. Sorry. So the time is, I always know when the right time is. I should definitely just do this, and well, sometimes, usually don't do it. I get freaked out. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Because we've been taught that it's bad, that mistakes are bad. You shouldn't do it. You should avoid them. That's not true. And that's one of my biggest fears is mistakes. Just I guess because I've seen so many people make so many big ones that they can't change, and they probably wouldn't now. You know, like having kids outside of marriage and stuff. My family wouldn't change that because they wouldn't want to lose their kids. But yeah, it's scary. It's scary. So that's why people are so afraid. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? I guess I would dance more. I would sing, maybe. That would be fun. I like singing a lot, but I'm very self-conscious about it. Even though people tell me I have a pretty voice, I still get self-conscious about it. When was the last time you noticed the sound of your own breathing? When I go to sleep, I notice it. Especially if I can't breathe right, but a lot of times I do notice it. Concentrate on slowing it down, I guess, maybe so that I can get some sleep. What do you love? Have any of your recent actions openly expressed this love? I love Quidditch. I go to Quidditch practice. I love school. I go to school. I love my family. I go visit them, and I talk to them, do stuff with them. And then most of all, I love my fiance, and I hang out with him. I call him. I try to express my love as best I can. I bought him a book. He likes to write music. He absolutely loves music. And I bought him a book that has, like, stanzas and stuff for him to just, it's all blank, and he can just write tons of music. So, that was kind of a way to do it. Although it was through, like, a gift. It doesn't always have to be, but... In 5 years from now, will you remember what you did yesterday? Yes, I will. I will probably continue telling that story. I had a blast yesterday. It was great. What about the day before that? Wednesday? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. The day before that? Yeah. I'll remember that one too. That one's got funny stories as well. Decisions are being made right now. The question is, are you making them for yourself, or are you letting others make them for you? Both. Some decisions I'm perfectly happy to let other people make for me, because I don't like to make decisions a lot of times, because I deliberate too much. But then other decisions, I'm definitely making for myself. Absolutely, completely making for myself. I mean, I'm an English major. Come on, who's going to tell me to be that? So, yeah. Alright, hope you guys like this. My video is 23 minutes now. Sorry it's so long. Tony's was like 10. I'm slow. I talk too much. Yeah, said more than done. Yeah, definitely said more. But, thanks. I will upload this now, and hope you enjoy. So, bye guys.